Hello and welcome, guys. In this episode we're going to talk about equipment. In your vlogs asking me very often, what equipment do I use and do I need this or that? I prefer that over this. Let's dive into it. The fundamental question here is, do I really need all this equipment? And perhaps most important, do you need this equipment? Well, all depends what you do with it. If you're using it for traveling, I would definitely say you don't need all of it. If you have your backpack and you fill it with your equipment, then most of the space is already taken. It's heavy, bulky, and also, depending where you are, depending on the situation, you don't need as many different items as you can see here. Different items here are useful for different things. So let's talk about those items individually. I'm telling you what is useful in situations like traveling. So first, Sony ZV-E10. ZV-E10, very cool camera, very good for taking pictures, also very good in low light situations if you do the videography. However, it can be bulky and not always useful in each individual situations. It's got pros and cons. I would say very good in certain scenarios, but could I travel without it? Yes, I could, because they are better, more versatile, more useful and easier to carry pieces of equipment. The biggest benefit to me of Sony ZV-E10 is that it's got interchangeable lenses. You can use different lenses, different aperture, so therefore it can be really useful. But as I said, could I travel without it? Yes, I could, because there are different pieces of equipment I could take with me, lighter, more versatile, more useful therefore. So very good camera, I would highly recommend. You can attach all sorts of different things, external mics, as I mentioned, you can add additionally different lenses, which is the biggest benefit, but overall I would say that you could live without it. Second on the list, my favorite, a GoPro 10 Black. Well, I used to use it a lot. I used to use it for walking videos. So you're walking around, you've got the camera attached to you, and then it's basically easy. It's not very good for the color grading. Quality is good. However, obviously you can get better equipment those days. Also stability of the video is very good. So therefore, if you want something easy, just point and click, have it attached to you, and you don't want to be worried about stabilization, then a GoPro is definitely excellent equipment for you. And another thing, of course, if you're taking underwater footage, that's probably unbeatable equipment. Likewise, if you do the walking videos with GoPro, it's worth to attach the wide lens. I would say GoPro wide lens is much better than any other third parties aftermarkets, because honestly the quality is very good. It's very easy to scratch it though, so if you take it with you to, let's say, swimming pool, just be careful, because if you drop it, if it drag on the floor, then definitely you're going to scratch it and you have to replace it, and it's not cheap. So yeah, that's GoPro. I would still take it, I would still get it in my backpack, because it's very lightweight and it's very easy to take, so therefore I would recommend that. Another piece of equipment is DJI RS3 Mini. Well, if you're using ZV-E10 or any other mirrorless camera, then in my opinion it is must-have equipment, because whatever you do, you won't have a stable footage, because the camera doesn't have in-body stabilization. So if you're using cheaper lenses, then you will have a shaky footage. So that way or the other, for the smoothness and cinematic video, you must have this gimbal. The biggest downfall of the gimbal is size. I know it's called mini, however, if you put it in your backpack, it still takes quite considerable space. So keep it in mind. It's very useful, amazing piece of equipment, but it's not small. It's capable to have attached much bigger camera than ZV-E10, but nonetheless, it is a bit of a pain to take it with you. So just keep it in mind. If you take your ZV-E10, have also DJI RS3 Mini, but it's big and bulky. This is my favorite piece of equipment, honestly, guys. I know some of you'll say that this is overrated, it's not right, it's got this, it's got that. I don't care. The bottom line is it's small, very versatile, mobile. You can take it everywhere. You can put it in your pocket. You can attach ND filters. You can attach also additional screen. You can use your own mobile phone as a screen if the original screen is too little for you. Seriously, absolutely amazing piece of equipment. You can color grade the video which comes from it. Stabilization could have been a little bit better, but it's still very, very good. So if you would have a choice to look for the equipment, if you were on a budget, if you were thinking I need one piece of equipment, just one, without any hesitation, I would use DJI Pocket Mini 3. This is just amazing piece of equipment, and on the top of everything else, it's got awesome battery life. So it's got inbuilt-in battery which lasting for quite a while, and also if you spend additionally £50, you will get additional battery which attached to the handle, and that is lasting forever. If it's not like good enough, then on the top of everything, it's charging very fast. So for example, if you're running out of the battery while you're eating your dinner and you want to shoot it, just attach it to the power bank, and within just few minutes it's going to charge super quickly. I would say the downfall, sometimes gimbal is playing a bit for some unknown reason, is like having its own life. It doesn't happen very often. Sometimes it's sort of freezing, but it unfreezes quickly. I would say that would be the downfall, but overall, honestly, worth to spend the money on it. Remember, I'm not paid by DJI at all. This is not sponsored video. This is basically to tell you my private experience. So when I'm going on holidays, I'll always take this kit with me because it's awesome. Additionally, what I told you before, a very important piece of equipment if you do vlogging, those are obviously microphones, right? The microphones built in the modern equipment are quite good. I have to say they are good. However, they are not good enough. When you shoot your footage, unfortunately, if you use the built-in microphone, it'll be lots of outside noise, which will affect the quality of sound, and therefore you'll be frustrated during editing because there's not much what you can do about it. I would honestly highly recommend to use the external microphone. I went through many different ones, and what I found is that, as always, DJI got absolutely crazy amazing products. So those two micro mics, they connect to your DJI Pocket 3 automatically without any receiver needed, because the receiver is built in equipment, in a camera, in a handle. So therefore they are so easy to use. Once attached to your shirt, you can use it straight away. They connect to your piece automatically. They don't need any receiver. The quality of sound, the quality of dialogue is high, very good. Honestly, you can have a look for more information online, but from the practical point of view, I'm telling you that this is absolutely awesome. Also, what you can see here is the HOLLYLAND kit, which I had before DJI. Also amazing piece of equipment, very easy to set up, very quickly to charge, quite small to take with you. It goes with your phone, it goes with your any form of camera, which got basically USB Type-C, and then you can connect it to anything you want. Very good, highly recommended, not breaking budget in terms of how expensive it is, so highly recommended, guys. All right, guys, lastly, that might sound pretty obvious, but if you're on a budget, if you don't want to spend money on additional equipment, all what everybody those days have is basically mobile phone. So mobile phone, everybody have it, and those days the mobile phone, the video and quality of sound, it's incredible. So my phone here is just iPhone 15 Pro. I always recommend Pro version because it's much better, got much better quality and little extra options here and there, fast charging battery and so on. iPhone definitely piece of equipment I would recommend. You always have it with you. You don't need any extra space in your backpack for it. You always have it in your pocket. So you have it in your pocket, you see something interesting, you point it and you shoot. If you're more advanced, you can do color grading, of course. You can record your video in log and have incredibly good results. The quality of mic is not bad either, but of course it can be upgraded by using the microphones I mentioned, especially the HOLLYLAND. Honestly, guys, if you don't want to spend the money, don't listen to all the people that you need it, that you need the camera, camcorder, you need mirrorless camera, that you need this or that or that. It doesn't matter. Seriously, very often I was trapped in a situation without any equipment, just with my phone, and it did awesome job. As a traveler, if you thinking about buying good equipment, which I'm guessing you need the phone anyway, therefore buy yourself a good phone, particularly iPhone. I have to say, I can't be very objective here because I'm an iPhone person. A lot of people would probably criticize me for that. However, I stand my ground. I like my iPhones, always had them, always deliver good quality. So if you want something simple, get the iPhone. Right, guys, there's the last one, bonus tip about the equipment. The drone. I've got, again, DJI Drone Mini 3 Pro. Now then, I had Mini 2 before, I had Spark before, and I always like it. So the brand DJI I would definitely recommend from my own personal experience. The difficulties with flying drone is you need to have flyer ID and you need operator ID as well. So you can check what is required on a website. Remember, this is very good equipment, very small, very easy to take with you. Comes with 3 batteries if you buy a Fly More combo, or 1 single battery if you just buy a regular one. The battery life is quite good. The major benefit is that it's got avoidance sensors on the front, on the back and underneath. Doesn't have a side sensors, which is a bit of a downfall, but if you want a more sophisticated one, you should buy the DJI Mini 4 Pro. So I would recommend that. It's honestly awesome kit, but unfortunately with those days you cannot fly everywhere. So take it under consideration that you may take it with you and then you might be struggle to fly. One of the example, American national parks, all the parks, they ban drones, which means that even though you can see all those amazing views you would like to shoot from your drone, you can't, because it comes with the penalty. So I wouldn't recommend that. But the drone is definitely advantage in certain situations. You can take awesome aerial pictures and you can also take awesome videos, but as I said, you need to check if you can fly in your location and what is required from you in order to do so. Awesome drone, awesome piece of equipment, however there are disadvantages, so you need to remember about that. All right guys, so this is it. This is basically it. It's nothing else to add to it. It was very quick review of the equipment we normally take with us, okay? Not by any meaning in-depth sort of review of each piece of equipment. That wasn't the aim of this video at all. All what I wanted to tell you, what we're taking with us and how easy is it to take, okay? Some pieces of equipment are better than others, but listen, after all, it doesn't matter what you've got with you. What matters is where you are and what you do. So basically enjoy your holidays, have a look around, see if there are those amazing pictures you can take with your phone, with your camera, with your drone. Have a look at awesome locations you can film and just record those amazing memories so you can come back to it in the future. I hope you find this video useful. If you do, please like and subscribe and give me a thumb up. If you got any questions, any queries about that, about the equipment, or you would like to ask about something, just simply drop me a text, send a message and I'll respond as quick as I can. In the meantime, have a wonderful time and remember, traveling is what we live for after all. Take care and see you next time.